Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today, we have Logica against Marakar, and we are on Irish front. You know it's Irish front because you've got these 5 crates lined up. It equals $1,000 in total. If we go all the way to the other side of the map, the other player has the UN crates as well. So like $200 in each. Down at the bottom left, no wait, top left, we have Logica with the pink GLA Stealth. And then down at the bottom right, we have Marakar with the cyan GLA Tox. So, Irish Front is a map that I do really like it. For those of you that know me well, I like the big maps with lots and lots of money, loads of oils and stuff like that. There's only 3 oils on this one, but combined with like the pretty much safe 4 supplies you've got, or safe-ish 4 supplies. I suppose this one's a bit more risky, but you've got at least 3 safe, and then a potential 4th expansion. You actually have quite a lot of supplies on it. And I have no doubt this game is going to go long, being a GLA mirror. Marakar's GLA is very, very solid. I think in the later game, Logica will have an advantage with the GLA Stealth. With the stealth tunnels and the buggies being cheaper. Logica going for the oil deny there. And actually the demo trap getting cleared by the worker of Marakar. If the demo trap is detected, it can be just cleared with a dozer or worker, as I give in one of my pro tip videos. Marakar is inside of this. Marakar also expanding to a 3rd supply. So Marakar's gone for more... Oh no, I was going to say more of an eco boom, but actually Logica is also on 3 supplies. Just this one here is stealth. I'm guessing that Marakar knows about that though, because when his RPGs popped out, he would have seen the workers initially there. This one here gets denied by Marakar. Sorry, by Logica. Marakar stuck on a 62%. Another technical deny here from Logica. Now this was played a few weeks ago when Logica and Marakar did a challenge between each other. There was one other replay I casted a couple of weeks ago that was from the same set, but I just spread them out a little bit for a little bit of variety. Another technical deny, almost though. Marakar very quickly getting inside of his technical, the Rebel. And he's going for it once again. He's exploring up here in the top right, but he will find a tunnel. Oh, a load of RPGs there for Logica go down. That was the wrong time to pop. Did take out the 2 technicals, but was it worth losing all of your RPGs? Kind of even, I suppose. 2 technicals worth 1,000. All of your RPGs come free with the tunnels, but they are useful for defending against anything, really. Defending against quad pushers or scorpions or anything. You need those RPGs if you are going to defend against scorpions, actually. But currently, it looks like Marakar's just securing his economy, securing his stuff, and actually just bunkering in hard. He's actually... he's in like double tunnels on his supplies. Doesn't want to lose those supplies. Whereas you'll see some other players more so do 1 tunnel and they'll try and gain some ground, drop another tunnel. Whereas Marakar just bunkering in what he has so far. Logica being pretty useful with the technical so far. Most of the technical harassers have achieved something, whether it be denying a supply, denying the workers, or denying that oil cap in the middle, although that does belong to Marakar now. Marakar's ahead in terms of the economy now, I believe. Although, actually, no, Logica's probably ahead because he's got an extra supply. He's on 4 supplies now. But Marakar's going to catch up and going to overtake, you would imagine, because he's going to gain probably this oil. And he's already gained the middle oil. And all them workers there have been denied. So actually, I think Marakar is ahead. Got the stronger army here as well, being GLA Tox. That is until it approaches the super late game. And you see buggies, which we've already got a completed palace for Logica. Quite a fast palace, 4.5 minutes. That could be one of the reasons why Logica is giving up map control, though, because he's got less money to spend on defense, less tunnels. Could have had a toxin tractor out, could have had some quads RPGs to defend this area. But he has spent most of his money, or a big chunk of his money, on a palace. And therefore has lost some stuff, or some areas, rather. And he's going to lose this supply. It's not looking that great for Logica, to be fair. Logica might get a top right oil. But he's been constantly harassed here. Which I think outweighs the few that he's killed here. Few workers that he's killed here. He's lost the bottom right oil. Marakar's got the middle oil. Marakar's on an equal number of supplies, or you could say more now this is being denied again. But the buggies are out and raining down some damage on the Scorpion tanks. The first market is not yet to be seen. I think that's a mistake from Logica, especially when he's got like 2k in the bank. Dropping down a fake market ASAP, getting them worker shoes out and getting the buggy ammo upgrade, I think is insanely important here. Could say one of the most important things he needs to be doing, especially when he's got money in the bank. If you're spending every penny and he had like loads of tunnels, loads of units, then okay, fair enough. But the fact that he's did have that money in the bank. He's dropped down a market now, but that should really already be a fake and probably already upgraded into a real. So it should be like maybe a minute ahead or something like that. He has invested quite a lot into demo traps here. I say that because I think they're either 400 or 600. Are they 400? 400 for stealth at least, I think. I think they're 600 for tox, actually. But now Logic is not on this supply. He is quite behind. He's one whole oil behind and that supply behind. And that's quite a lot in a top level 1v1. You're going to have to be insanely economical with these buggies. But the problem is that Marakar's already on his palace now as well. So he's going to have buggies or battle buses or something out that's going to be able to retaliate here or gain some ground elsewhere if he is losing a little bit of ground here. But yeah, they should really probably already have the buggy ammo upgrade. It's quite a long time, I think, for 4 buggies to not have the upgrade. DoMiNaToR coming in handy here. Snipes one of the buggies there of Marakar. Marakar's preparing what looks like a battle bus and a potential TNT. Maybe he's going to go and TNT this top right oil. Then he'll be way ahead. Apparently, there is a bug where you've got a battle bus, and if you put terrorists inside of it as well, and the bus goes down, apparently there's a way the game can crash. I don't think I've ever seen it happen, but apparently there's a bug. I don't know if it happens 100% of the time. But there is apparently a bug. So TNT being prepared. Just needs to put that final terrorist in. He has the Anthrax Gamma upgrades. Them terrorists are actually weaker with that upgrade than not with. Speaking of 0-hour bugs, that's another bug for you. Those terrorists do less damage. Previously, you would have needed 3 terrorists to kill that oil. And now you need 4. He has prepared 4, so it's still good. And this is a nice micro, man. This is nice. Ooh. Gets it. Oh my god, that's good. That was really good, because look at the defense here. That's crazy defense. Okay, DoMiNaToR is here. This supply has been denied. And Logica is pushing Marakar back out of the middle. But yeah, losing that oil. He's currently 2 oils behind. And supplies are even. Is he going to kill that oil, though? That's interesting for me. Is he going to kill it, or is he going to bring a rebel? It looks like he's bringing a rebel, so... Is he going to be able to capture it, though? He's got a DoMiNaToR here for some added protection, but there is an enemy DoMiNaToR just down the hill. Yeah, I don't think somehow that rebel is going to be allowed to capture anything. DoMiNaToR here from the mountain. He's going to get some kills there down on the workers. But the rebel is going to get gunned down as well. I think that's a mistake from Logica. Should have brought it round to the other side. He's trying to find the Jarman by control fire on the ground. Almost found it. It's very hard to predict. Jarman... Yeah, you think you know where he is, but actually... It's hard to predict his speed. He actually moves quite fast, I think. Does get found, though. Standing next to a constructed tunnel. Oh, and there's some battle buses being brought in by Marakar. This is the battle buses we saw being prepared before with all the RPGs. And there's a big trade-off of buggies there, but I feel like... I was going to say I feel like Marakar came better off with those battle buses there at the end, but actually the XP-wise would say otherwise. But I think that's mainly due to Logica clearing some of the tunnels, like 100 XP each for some of the tunnels. Logica now has pretty much fully upgraded buggies. It's got the ammo and the AP rockets, makes them extremely strong. Just needs the junk repair to make him even stronger. Once again, Logic is floating a bit of cash, 7k. We'll probably be dropping some extra markets down along the top of the map. There is a Scud Storm on the way. Actually, 2 Scud Storms on the way from Marakar. And Logic is definitely pushing Marakar back here. Dare I say he's got the advantage? Don't think so, because of these 2 oils. I think it's still even if we take into account them 2 oils. If those 2 oils weren't there, I'd say Logic is ahead. But because them 2 oils are there, it's kind of a massive point. So Logica has spent some cash now. He's built a CC with that cash and 3 extra markets, but he's building them quite concentrated. Like 1 Scud Storm there is going to cause absolute havoc later on. It can kill your palace in a market, or kill your palace in 2 markets, or additionally 3 markets. Personally, I would have been spreading them more along the side of the map. That's what you're seeing more so among the high-level GLAs. If you watch XCal, he's very good at doing that. He will literally hug all the side of the map, hide in the markets. Kind of like Marakar's done there with that one. And this. Actually, most of them for Marakar, to be fair. You see how he's done that? If you watch Fargo as well, Fargo would do that sometimes. I think the benefit of hugging the side of the map is you're less susceptible to a couple of things. Well, a lot of things, really. Big buggy trade-off here. Ooh, does go down in the end. Logica did capture it, but it went down in the end. Yeah, if you take a Scud Storm to your base and you've got a market like there, for example, most of the Scud bullets are going to, or missiles, whatever, are going to hit back here. Or maybe not most, but a lot of them are going to hit back here. When actually that's not going to achieve a hell of a lot. Also, you're less susceptible to a sneak attack. Like built there, for example, sneak attack is going to be on this side or this side. It's not like you build it there and it can be 360 degree any attack from any direction. So I think, yeah, hugging the sides and building them quite hidden between buildings and stuff like that, I think is very good. We'll see if that pays off for Marakar later. He's got 2 Scud Storms out now. They're counting down. And the buggy trade-off in the middle continues. Remember, as long as they're trading off 1 for 1, that's better for Logica because his buggies are cheaper. $900 compared to, I think, $1,100 for Tox. Logica continues to gain ground and he's leading the XP by quite a bit now. By like 1,000-ish. Or 800. Ooh, don't know if that's going to be the greatest engagement for Logica though. I feel like some of his buggies are actually inside the tunnel still, are they not? One of them is. Okay, he still wins that engagement. Loses the majority of his buggies. He's got 3 left. But like I said before, as long as he's trading off or even slightly winning the engagement, which it does look like he did there, I think that's more favorable for him. But you've got to remember, all of this game, really, Marakar's enjoyed a 2 oil lead or at least a 1 oil lead, which he's got now. So he's always getting that extra little bit of a boost. I mean, what can Logica do against that? You could try a TNC. You'd probably need to do a fake technical to distract the fire of like these ones, and then you'd come in with the real one and TNT it. I mean, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be insanely difficult. But yeah, Logica's not been interested in that area for most of the game. Or at least pushing it back. Yeah, I know he had a tunnel there originally. Ooh. Rebel Ambush doesn't achieve too much. Did scare away the buggies. GPS Scrambler now used for Logica. Buggies brought in from Marakar. Quite nice from Marakar there. I think he got 1 buggy. Thought he was going to get 2. Logica just force firing down the dead buggy. Kills another one. And that was more beneficial for Logica, I think. I think he killed like 2 or 3 units. Only 1 went down for Logica. Jarman-Kell inside of the building kills Logica's Jarman-Kell. 2 Scud Storms going to fire very soon. I wonder if Logica's going to feel some pain because he's built those markets in a concentrated spot. He's building a Scud Storm of his own now near the top right of the map. Marakar, I think with them same two battle busters from before, or at least one of them might be the same one. I think maybe one did go down in the middle earlier. Marakar did lose every buggy there. I'm not sure how many there were. 3 scrap piles, could be 3. Sometimes the scrap piles get taken up or they just don't spawn sometimes. Logica's going to be on 2 scuds soon. But Marakar can hit that with one of his scuds. Oh, them demo traps, man. That's a good demo trap. Excellent defense against battle busters. Yeah, if Marakar uses one of his scuds on that one, it will take it insanely close, like 0.0001 HP. And I think eventually, usually, like we've seen in a recent replay, I think the Shay vs. Fargo game, eventually it does take it down. It might vary. It might depend on where the missiles... Might depend on when the missiles land. I don't agree with double whammy in that. Nah, I don't agree with that. Because all you need really is an extra... Rather than double whammy in it, you could bring a technical in with 1 terrorist first, chip away some HP at it, and then the Scud Storm would have finished it. I don't think you needed to double whammy it, because all you've achieved, that arms dealer is going to rebuild. So all you've achieved is killing the Scud Storm. 1 technical and 1 terrorist could have finished that. I suppose he is still going to be able to fire his Scuds soon, first again, so he could do the same with that one. But it's going to be close, though. By the time the missiles land, Logica might have already fired some missiles off. It's a bit like nuclear war, really, isn't it? You've got to nuke them before the enemy can launch his nukes back, but you're going to be cutting it fine with just a few seconds to spare. Yeah, I would have preferred a TNT. Of course, he doesn't know where all the stealth tunnels are. You don't want to mess around too much. Sometimes it's easier just to click. There is a saboteur here from Logica. Marakar getting a taste of his own medicine. He is the saboteur king. If the 9 previous saboteurs did not succeed from Marakar, he will make another 9 until one of them succeeds or none of them succeed, which is usually the case, actually. Yeah, Marakar does love a saboteur. Even for going inside the CC and resetting the support powers. Which is probably an underused strat, to be fair. I think like resetting the support powers of an Air Force, for example, highly underrated. It's hard to do because like a USA can scan everywhere. But yeah, any generals with strong promotions, resetting their CC, I think is an underused strat. Logica bringing in the battle bus. I think that was a stealthed one, but it goes down anyway. It gets completely annihilated there in the sky, and it's just bouncing around, and now it's going to sink. But remember, Marakar's still on this oil. Have not seen that go down or any attempt on it. Logica continues to build the markets, but again, they're all concentrated. 2 Scud Storms there, and that's most of your economy gone. There's none like planted down the sides like this. Even just spreading them out, like doing one there, like get rid of that one and put it there. Anything like that. But of course, when you're under pressure, when you're in a challenge like this, it's easy to say as the observer. In the game, you just think, bang the market down, that's it. You need every second looking at the battlefield. So Logica loses 1 buggy, but he did take down the tunnel to the hole. Logica is very close to level 5. Of course, his support powers aren't going to be crazily powerful against the Tox. Anthrax Bomb, kind of useless. It can just be cleared by 1 Scorpion, just force fire in the ground. That said, though, I don't think we've seen any Scorpions out. Sneak attack could be good. Somewhere like here. Marakar's dropping down the Stinger. He is scared of the Saboteur. The Saboteur's already in position. There's a rebel here. You're probably thinking, what's the rebel doing? But actually, if you look at Logica's vision, look at how big vision that rebel has got. Rebel is a really good scout. It's about 50-50 in terms of the map control. But Marakar's 2 Scud Storms are going to fire in 45 seconds. He knows where that one is. I think he's just going to double shoot it again, isn't he? But the question is, what position would Marakar be in if he hadn't done my trick before on that Scud and hit and saved one Scud? Let's say he used the other Scud there. What position would Marakar be in now? Would he have already won? Maybe. Ooh. One battle bus goes down, but these battle buses are going to cause havoc, man. He's not even going to need the Scud Storms on this. And he's got a 3 Scud Storm to 1 lead in a second. And Logica's losing a massive chunk. What's he doing with his buggies? What's he doing? Bit of a slow reaction. Shaman Kell. Oh, I wondered who Shaman that was then. There's both Shamans here. I think them 2 battle buses busting through there and killing that Scud in a bunch of markets is a game changer. I think Marakar's massively ahead now. I think he was probably ahead anyway, but massively ahead now. Marakar's dropping down even more tunnels. I noticed he does this when he wants to fill his battle buses rather than just making RPGs like a peasant from the barracks. He would actually just drop down 52 tunnels and use all of the RPGs into the battle bus. It's faster, but it costs $200 more, but you get a load of tunnels from it. And that is one completely shut down sneak attack. Battle bus is brought in again from Logica. And he does kill a hell of a lot of buggies, to be fair. He does. It's not got the Anthrax Gamma, so it's not quite got the accuracy as the Gamma buses. And the bus has gone down in the end, but he did kill a lot of buggies, though. Only 2 remained. Logica with a big push over here on this right-hand side, and that's got a pink sneak attack. Got another Scud Storm firing now from Marakar. Oh, he's just going to hit... Okay. Maybe if you know, like, you're comfortably ahead. Or maybe was that a bit of a panic move? Just to shut this down completely. But I think he knows he's comfortably ahead. Even if he uses 1 Scud Storm there. As long as he completely stopped that attack, that's the only chance that Logica has right now. But he has repopped it over here. I don't think Marakar saw this one coming. Obviously, we did see this attack earlier, but all of these buggies were stealth. And I don't think Marakar was alerted at the fact this attack was coming. But yeah, he's had that oil pretty much the entire game. 3 battle buses come and clear everything up. Logica's actually transitioned into quads. No AP ammo just yet. Sneak attack from Marakar. And I think this is going to be another killer blow. You know, Logica's... Oh, Logica's not even launching the Scud, man. Oh, he didn't even launch it. Even if he just clicked it and just randomly clicked anywhere in the base, and even if he fired on like 5 missiles or something, it would have been better than nothing. But he was under pressure. He wanted to maybe try and save it. Sometimes you just got to be fast and just click it. Better to land somewhere. Maybe you'll catch a load of battle buses the next wave or something like that. But it looks to me like Logica's running out of steam a bit. He's still got a fair few markets. Rebuilding a Scud Storm. But it's mainly that oil. I mean, if you take that oil out of the equation throughout this whole game, it probably would be a lot more close. But Marakar did have a 2 oil lead for a while. A lot of buggies out for Marakar, bringing his in from the back. I don't think Logica needs to turn around and fight this completely. He can just leave those few RPGs to fend it off for a second, whilst he continues to push into the base. He does not have AP ammo, which I think when you float in 8k, I think he should definitely have AP ammo with a junk repair. And if you get like tucked in between these like let's call them streets. GLA streets, where the buggies can't quite get an angle on you. I actually think, yeah, fully upgraded quads at this stage in the game. If you watch Size playing GLA in his late game, that's what he does. Xcal will do the same as well. Especially if they're losing the buggy war, they will do a sneak attack of fully upgraded AP ammo quads. Hey. You'll do a sneak attack of fully upgraded AP ammo quads, and they will fight in the streets in the close combat quarters, whatever you want to call it. Where's the scud, man? It's that one. I've not even seen where it's launched. I'm gonna guess on the palace. Oh no, on this. Okay. That was A, but there's a new A now. It's this one. Is it going to be A or 1? Because he started using numbers, but he's traditionally known now to be using letters. But yeah, in this he's used a mixture. I'm sure he was using 1, 2, 3 before, and now he's using A. A, B, C. Marakar's brain works in different ways, depending on the time length of the game. If it's early game, he's numbers. If it's late game, he's all about the letters. Logica trying to fend off the buggies for now, but he has been pushed back a lot. He's anything that was here before. There was a few markets, a few scud storms have all gone down. And Marakar's going to fire 3 scud storms before Logica's going to be able to fire his 1. It is not looking good here for Logica. As I say that, he throws in a towel. GG, well played there to Marakar. So yeah, I think there's a few things that Logica could have done to get the win. I don't think that was completely unwinnable. Sometimes if you stealth against Tox, you want to do some aggression in the beginning. You want to maybe go for a TNT. Marakar probably going to be prepared. Why can't I say it? Probably going to be prepared for something like that. And if that fails, then the game would be over straight away. I do think if Logica went for a tunnel on the middle oil from the very beginning, I think his tunnel might have won the engagement against the Tox tunnel, because the Logica's tunnel has the normal gun and it does take down the Tox tunnel, whereas the Tox tunnel does very little damage to buildings. So even though the RPGs for Logica would die straight away if they both completed it around the same time, I think Logica's tunnel could have completed faster. But all the way through that, mostly Marakar was economically ahead, because Logica went for that stealth supply in the middle. His workers kept getting denied. He was slow at getting the oils. Marakar managed to TNT one of the oils and then enjoyed having 2 or at least 1 for the majority of the game. And there's very little Marakar could have done to play better. I think maybe a little bit more aggressive with some of the tunnels. That earlier on he was doing like 2 or 3 tunnels in the same spot. Maybe he could try and gain a little bit more ground. And I think that Scud Storm where he double hit and the second one didn't really achieve that much. Yeah, it's a safe bet and he still comfortably won the game. But I think if he wants to take it even one step further, I think even if he brought a technical in with 1 terrorist, like I said, I'm pretty sure the Scud Storm by itself will just take it down, because that second one didn't really achieve that much at all. But yeah, it's minor. Anyway, GG, well played to both players, and see you in the next one.